Alright, I got this stave of black walnut in the vise. Got a little stand underneath it because my vise won't hold it up. It's a pretty big piece. I painted the whole back with primer and the ends to seal it up because it's still pretty wet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line down the back and then take my chainsaw there, electric chainsaw, and rip it down the middle and hopefully get two staves out of this because it's a nice piece of wood. So that's what I'm going to do now is get a line down the back and rip it. Okay, I'm going to get a line down the middle of this so I can follow with my saw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this cord and just put a loop in it. And I'll take this loop and I'll put it over the end, so I got a loop by the side there. Put the little cord through that, then you can make a big loop. Put it around the end, like so. Tighten it up, and then come back around the top with it and it'll hold nice. So I'll line this up, and after I have it hanging here for a little bit, and lined up like I want it, I'll come back and mark with my pencil to see exactly where I want this cut to be. Right about there on this end. Move this over a bit. Right about there. Yeah, so I'll put this line right where I want to cut it. Just like that, it laid perfectly on there. Now I'll go back with my pencil and I'll mark it all the way down. And then connect the dots with a straight edge afterwards. And I'll follow that with a chainsaw and rip it down the entire length. Alright, I got this piece of black walnut up in the vise. I have a little stand underneath it, like I said before, to keep it from pulling down. A little while ago, one of these nice Craftsman electric chainsaws. I'm going to use this to rip it. So I got the line down there. All I got to do is start cutting here. Stop there. Get a bummer cutting up my stand. Okay, here's that split I got off there with the chainsaw. You know, power tools are nice and they save you a lot of time, but I covered up my line. I got a little thin here. I wanted to keep it wider. So, you know, we've been better out, but they take too much too fast, power tools do. So I try to use hand tools when I can, except when you're removing like huge amounts of wood like this. But yeah, I got a little thin, so it's going to be a little thinner than I wanted, but that's okay. I can still definitely use this. So now next I'll go over to my next power tool, my bandsaw, and thin this up a bit just to lighten it up. And then I'll draw the bolt in the back and do the final cutout with the bandsaw, and then it'll all be hand tools after that. Okay, I'm going to take this stave and run it through the bandsaw And right now I'm basically just taking weight off of this. I'm going to leave about maybe an inch, inch and a half of this darker heartwood here, so I can later bring down this back to level in here. So I want the transition on the limb to go from lightwood to darkwood coming towards the handle. So right now I'm just going to take off some excess wood here, and then I'm going to lay the bow out, and then I'll get it closer to final dimensions. Alright, well there it is. After bandsawing it, like I said, I just wanted to lighten the load a little bit to make it easier to handle. All that. Still got a lot of wood on it. I want to leave that in case I dig into the back of this and find something nasty. You always want to leave a little extra wood all the way through the process.